So Chelsea, is it true that you're a trained opera singer?
Oh, dear. Yes,
It
sort
is.
of.
It is true because, as Chelsea said, we used to room together, and I have had the absolute pleasure of hearing her sing on a number of occasions. And I wonder if you'd give us a little something, something. Just show the people what they can expect from vocal trainers at Hillsong College. The head vocal trainer, might I add.
This is so embarrassing in front of everyone.
Mm-hmm. I cry every time.
What do you want me to sing?
Oh, mio.
Okay. I've got gum in my mouth. This is great. We're
That's-
family
that's
here at
true
Hillsong.
friendship.
Okay.
Isn't that amazing?
Yes.
So come to Hillsong College and you can be taught by Miss Chelsea LaRosa. It'll be the greatest decision you've ever made. So Chels, I would love you to talk to us about our creative streams here at Hillsong College.
Yeah.
So that includes worship music, dance, TV media, and production. If you could speak into that as much as possible.
Yeah. Well, within worship music, we have different focuses within that stream. So if you take worship music, you can decide to do the musician's focus, the vocal focus, or the songwriting focus. And that stream is available at both City and Hills. And with that, you would primarily come as a songwriter and you would be learning principles of songwriting. And as a vocal, you'd be going through a lot of vocal technique and performance. As a musician, you'd be going through some individual technique, but a lot of band-based technique, working together as a band, playing together as a band, then bringing vocals and musicians together. With our dance stream, it is absolutely incredible. Our dance stream has an incredible website that you can even go and look at and see what's coming out of that, working very closely with also our other streams, our worship stream and our TV and production streams. But any type of dance that you have ever been a part of, know that all styles and levels really are welcome here. And we get really excited for the prima ballerinas. We've got one in the city right now as a pro ballerina, and he's actually doing our pastoral stream, but might end up doing some dance. We don't know. But we've got the ballerinas. We've got people who are really great at hip hop, really great at contemporary, and we can work with all of those different styles. And what the dance stream gets to be a part of within our chapels, within our conferences, within items that we do within the channel experience, it's really special. And so you get to practically outwork your craft as a dancer. And the trainers within the dance program are professional. They've been in the business for a long time. They're brilliant choreographers. They're brilliant pastors. And then with our TV media, the same. The people who are training within TV media, they are professionals. They've been in the business. They really know what they're doing. The equipment you get to work with is world class. I've had many friends who've done it and said that they wouldn't have been able to work with the types of cameras and equipment anywhere else, and also get the theological courses and the community of Hillsong. So that's incredible. And within our production stream, it's the same. I'm just completely raving about our trainers, but they have been in the business. They have studied this. They mix front of house. They mix monitors. They're mixing for TV and for all different arenas that you get to actually come and learn from these people. And you would be practically outworking so much of that within the chapel context or even for weekend services.
I think that's another amazing thing about Hillsong College and the chapels that we put on daily here is that every single one of our streams, be it pastoral or any of our creative streams, actually have the opportunity to outwork what they're learning in class every day in chapels. So whether you're mixing it front of house, you're doing lighting, you're doing an out-of-the-boat preach moment, whether you're singing or whether you're doing a dance item, every element of what is taught here is practically outworked every single day. And as we spoke about, that's something really special that we can offer at Hillsong College. So if you start in worship music, doing vocals, can you switch to pastoral mid-semester?
You can't do it mid-semester without needing to start your award over. But what you could do is maybe do your first year and get your Cert 4 in vocals or in the worship music, and then swap to pastoral for your second year. So you actually can do that if that's something that you're interested in doing. We have designed our worship music years to really flow into one another, and when you're in diploma, you're really building upon things that you've learned in first year. And then when you get into third year, we don't really have the streams as such, but we do have some more creatively geared classes. That would also be another thing that you would be building upon previous learning.
So within the streams, what you'll find is that you have your core papers. I don't think we've explained this just yet, but you have your Introduction to Bible, New and Old Testament. You would have Christian Living, I think.
Christian Doctrine.
Christian Doctrine. Would you like to talk about the core papers? Seeing as you probably teach them.
Yeah, I actually do. I teach Christian Doctrine every year, which is fantastic. Basically, in every in every course that we run, whether it be Cert 4 diploma or advanced diploma, we actually have a core group of subjects that every student does. And so basically the whole goal of that is that every student, no matter what stream they're in, will actually get a really broad view of both biblical and theological knowledge and experience. And they also get a lot of leadership teaching as well. So we often do like a 1 week intensive a couple of times throughout the year. And that's really where, again, students can get that interactive kind of, intensive subject in, say, a week. And it's really, I think they're fantastic experiences. It's like almost like going to a conference, and you just walk away with so much knowledge and understanding. And then you, again, get to work that out all throughout the year. So every student would have the opportunity to do that. And then on top of that, they've got, depending on the stream or focus that they're in, they would then have subjects that are specific to those particular streams or focuses, which actually are tailored to give them the skills and knowledge that they need for that area of ministry that they want to grow in.
Yeah, right. So that's good to know, is that the core, everyone who comes will do the core set of papers of biblical theology and leadership papers. And then in the particular stream that you've chosen, any of our 5 streams, you will then go into workshops for music, or you go into a preaching class or a production class or a dance class based on what stream you're actually studying in. But everyone has the opportunity to study those core papers in first and second year, which is great.
Yeah, and as someone who did the worship music stream for 3 years, I loved having the best of both worlds, because I got to work out the fact that I love singing, and I felt that it was a gift of God on my life to do that. But I also wanted to come and grow in my understanding of theology and grow in my understanding of, what did the Bible really say, or, what did God mean when he said that? And so being in these different classes, I got to really sturdy myself within the Word of God, within the community of the church, within our leadership subjects, and really learn a lot about leading the church and leading people, which I could then also really take to my worship classes, where then if you are leading worship or leading a team, or is what you're writing biblically sound? If you're a songwriter, you have these amazing theology classes and New Testament, Old Testament to go, well, the words that I'm writing, is this really Bible? And you have an incredible opportunity to be so balanced within the life of Hillsong College. So I'm so grateful for that.
Yeah. I think you touched on something in community, and that's something we haven't really touched on yet. But the community here at Hillsong College, I think, is something that really impacted my life. I mean, you're in your classes, you're doing your practical outworking, as we've spoken about, but the community that you live in and that you're surrounded by on a daily basis is second to none. We currently have 74 nations represented here at Hillsong College, which is quite incredible when you think about it. I actually did international business at university, and I learned so many theories about how to interact with other cultures and how to work with them, but I honestly didn't really get it until I arrived here and started studying at Hillsong College. And I got to see that Europeans love to be on time. And I got to see that Americans are so patriotic that it's crazy, and I love it. I love it. Passionate, which is wonderful. And that Australians and New Zealanders can actually get along.
It's true.
If we work
It's true.
really hard at it. No, but it's the community that you're a part of, and it's the international element that we can offer that I just don't think you get anywhere else. And it certainly set me up for where I am now. And I think it also connects students in a way that when they leave, they have this network of students, but also people who are going into ministry. So if you're heading back to South America, let's say you're going to Brazil, we now have a church starting there, but you would have, I don't know, 50 other students that have come over from South America that you now have relationship with that you wouldn't have otherwise met, that you could go into ministry with or just be in connection with, or the same in the States or the UK or Europe. And that's something that's incredible. We actually have international communities here. So when you come, you'll get straight into the American community or the German or the Brits or whatever you are. You can actually meet with people from your country, talk about your own culture, what you miss most about home, the food you miss. And so you're not on your own. There are so many people here from so many different countries that you can actually get to know, and you always have a place to stay when you go traveling, which is awesome. I've definitely taken people up on that. But no, community is essential to what we do at Hillsong College. You can learn and you can serve, but growing and learning how to do relationships well is a test of your character, but I think it also strengthens you really well for the ministry ahead. So it's a beautiful thing about college.